let's,
Yolanda.
yes. Hello?
Yes, Yolanda.
Yes.
Isn't the title like what the whole document is about? And the heading is just talking about different things about the title.
Exactly, that's what it is. The title is what the document is about. And the headings is when you talk about different things about the title. Okay, let's go over it. I said, let's go over it. Okay, everyone has their formatting open? Okay, so we're going to go to a page 4. So everyone knows how to get to a page 4. Control N, Control END, and then press enter until you get to page 4. And then use your scroll bar so that you don't see page 3 anymore. Okay, so let's say the title of your, are we going to, do I wait for you or what? Let's say the title, everyone has their page 4 ready? Emelsa, you have your page 4? Emelsa, what are you doing? I thought you're supposed to be listening. What are you doing? No, you aren't listening. Loida, we're waiting for you. No, I was saying that I'm waiting for you. Huh? Okay, so let's say we are writing an essay about Microsoft Office 2016. So your title is going to be Microsoft Office 2016. So let's go ahead and type. Remember, it's a title. So it's a proper noun. Microsoft Office 2016. So what style would we apply to the title? Which style do we apply to the title? Click the more button for your styles. Click the more button for your styles and tell me which style would you apply to the title of the essay.
Title,
So go ahead and click title and it applies automatically. Sometimes it's too big because it's too large because you see the font size, 28. We don't need that font size. So then we can select it and reduce the font maybe to 18. Or even 20. 20 is good. And we like to have our titles. We like to have our titles in the center, not on the left, not aligned left. So we go to the paragraph group, to the horizontal alignments, and we align center. So we align center, right? So that's our title. So you have to click to remove the highlight that you selected. So then you would press enter twice. Then let's say you're gonna talk about programs of Microsoft Office. Okay, so we type programs of Microsoft Office 2016. So that's your first paragraph. So imagine that's a whole paragraph, right? You talk about what Microsoft Office is, and then you're going to talk about the programs in that paragraph. So remember, we're just that sentence, let's imagine it's a whole paragraph talking about what Microsoft Office is. And now we're going to talk about the programs in Microsoft Office. So press enter. So then the first program is Microsoft Word. If you wanted, you could do that, yeah. But it's an essay, so it's, yeah. Okay, so what do we apply to Microsoft Word? What style do we apply to Microsoft Word?
headings,
Which one? Which heading? Okay,
heading 1,
so let's go to the styles group and look for heading 1. Go ahead and click heading 1. There you go. Then you press enter and you're gonna talk about Microsoft Word. Word, let's type word is a word processing. I know I'm going fast. Processing program. Word is a word processing program. Space. It can do the following things. Word is a word processing program. It can do the following things. 2 sentences. And then you press enter. And then one of the things is create letters. That's going to be a heading, right? Create letters. So what type of heading would create letters be? Heading 2. So go to your styles group and look for heading 2 and click heading 2. And then we want to indent this, right? We want to indent it. So go to the paragraph group. We're on the home tab. Go to the paragraph group and look for increase indent. Look for increase indent. And then click increase indent. There. Huh? 1. And so let's say we write something about create letters, but we're not gonna spend time doing that. So let's press enter twice. And press your tab key. Press your tab key. Create, and then we type create tables. Create tables. What heading would that be? What type of heading would that be? Huh? No, it's at the same level as create letters. It's at the same level as create letters.
Heading 3.
No, heading 2, right? Create letters was heading 2. So create tables is the same level. It's the same level as creating letters. So let's go to the styles group and look for heading 2 and click heading 2. And then we write something about creating tables. Right. What is it? What is it? Who called Christina? Uh-huh. Don't stop it down like that. Don't stop it down like that. Leave it. Leave it. Yeah. Just drop down, hide down that page. I think three. Hold down, no. Okay. No, I said you did not invent. You did not. What are you doing? Why did you apply? Why did you apply according to word is that what? Word is that? This is the title. Is this the title? Well, how come you didn't apply the title? No, you didn't. So, I mean, no. Put your mouth pointer there. Oh, no, that's not heading. You see, heading two. I said to apply the title. No, put your mouth pointer on there. What does that say? Yes. She applied heading to this. That's not bad. The headings will always have that. So click the more button. The more button. So click where it says, heading two. Click. You didn't apply. That's right there. And, press start. Or you can use, the instruction point. Increase it. Click increase it. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to start talking about Microsoft Excel. Press enter twice and type Microsoft Excel. And please use your capital letters where you're writing titles. Use your capital letters. You have to get that down, when to use your capital letters. You always use capital letters for names. Titles are names. And each word in a title starts with a capital letter. So Microsoft Excel, what style would you apply to that? Heading 3? What was Microsoft Word?
Heading 1.
Okay, so go to the styles group and look for heading 1. And then press enter. And we're going to type a paragraph about Microsoft Excel. Excel is, Excel. Excel is a, okay. Spreadsheet. A spreadsheet program. And we write a whole paragraph about what Excel is. And press enter. I'm sorry, not enter. Don't press enter. Space bar twice. And then we say it can do the following things. So Excel can do the following things. Okay, hope everything's okay. Excel is a spreadsheet program, period. It can do the following things. And then we press enter. So that Excel is a spreadsheet program. It can do the following things. It's a whole paragraph, right? But we don't have time to write a whole paragraph. So just imagine that's a whole paragraph. And then you're going to talk about what Excel can do. So then we're going to type calculate. Which style would you apply to calculate? Heading 2.
Heading 2.
So let's look for heading 2 and click on it. And let's go to the paragraph group and increase indent once. Look for increase indent in the paragraph group and click it once. And then press enter twice. And then we're going to type create databases. Create databases. Oh, it applied heading 2 automatically. Oh, okay. So what style would we apply to create databases?
Heading 2.
Heading 2. So go ahead, if it's not already heading 2, go ahead and click heading 2. But check if it's highlighted, if heading 2 has a blue border, that means that it's already applied.
So when you pull the cursor on the index, they automatically go into the next one, index, right?
When you click it, it automatically does it, yeah. So then you'd continue your essay and you'd do PowerPoint and you do Access in the essay. But we're not going to continue. This is how you'd write a paper or an essay or a research paper. That's how you would write it. You'd use your title and apply the title style, and then you divide your paper into sections by applying headings. And let's go to the title, Microsoft Office 2016. Click on it. Does it have an arrow to the left? No, it doesn't. The title does not have the arrow to the left, but go to Microsoft Word. Does it have an arrow to the left?
Yeah.
Click the arrow to the left. So it collapses everything. Any headings or any text that is below Microsoft Word, you can collapse it. So if it's a large document, like the basics of Microsoft Word 2016, it's a 45-page document. You can collapse the headings and go to your next heading, right? Microsoft Excel, put your mouse pointer to the left of Microsoft Excel. Click on the arrow. You can collapse it and just see, rather than keep scrolling down and scrolling down and scrolling down, you just read one section, collapse it, read the next section, collapse it. You didn't click, that's why. If the arrow is there, it's going to, it did it? It did it? Yes, I'm talking to you. It's already done. Click Microsoft Excel. You didn't do it correctly, that's why. You applied, you have to click there. Click, there are more buttons. You applied heading 1. That's why it didn't do it. Click away. You applied heading 1 to that. You see? So you have to change it to, click the more button. Change it to normal. Increasing the production. Yes. Now, okay, let's see. Click the more button. Okay, that's correct. Now you can come out. Microsoft Excel.
So when you collapse the items, then you can go ahead and start typing, and then you will create your own space.
I can do that, but it's usually you do that when you're reading.
Oh,
Yes, you can do that also. And continue to write.
calculate and create are heading two, right? Fernando?
Huh?
Calculate and create are heading two.
Calculate,
Heading two, right?
right, below Excel,
Uh-huh.
calculate and create that, yeah,
Are
that's
heading
heading
two.
two.
When Senate tried to collapse Microsoft Excel, it just collapsed the text. It doesn't collapse the heading.
Because something wasn't done.
Oh, click here, click here. Click, click. And it's not right. Microsoft Excel is 71. Click here. Calculate, so it's heading two, multiplication. Now, now collapse.
How can I record the
It's because you are having but you have to apply the correct head.
Yeah.
That you have.
Got it? Any questions? Got it?
Yeah.
Got it?
Mr. Wanda, and now we deeply understood about heading 1 to N3.
So did that answer that question that you had?
No, I made the comments, what difference between heading and title
Uh-huh.
in the style group.
So that answered your question.
Yolanda, she did a question.
She was saying something too before.
No, but she was commended you.
What was it?
She asked, yes, the question.
What's the difference between heading and?
Oh, okay. So did that answer your question?
You explain.
Okay.
It's up to me now.
No, we need practice, don't worry. We need
I'm not.
practice.
No, I'm not.
After 2, 3 times, we need to be smart.
I'm not.
I do a fun, but when I make a mistake, I think you try to find the right way.
I do.
Okay, so let's move on. So you can, if,
The less the spaces, right?
what?
Degree.
What?
The lower the higher the number, so the type of the head is, the lower the degree, like, so the smaller than the previous one.
Right. So we put different things at the same level, heading one, and we put things inside of heading 1 as heading 2. So if you collapse Microsoft Excel, you can expand Microsoft Word and read all of that. So when you're dealing with a large document and you have headings, you can just read easier by collapsing and expanding. Mhm. Resume? Yes. Uh-huh. Maria? Yeah, you can do your resume like that. Yeah. Mhm, mhm. But remember, your resume, you should limit it to 1 page, 2 at the most. Mhm. So any questions about any of the other commands in the styles group? Remember, some of them will apply to a word only. So if it applies to a word only and you want it to apply to a whole sentence or a whole paragraph, you have to select the whole sentence and the whole paragraph to apply it. But some of them will apply to the whole paragraph instantly. So if you only want it to apply to one word, you should select that word only, and it will apply to just that word. And there are a lot of different things you can do here, but of course, we're only talking about the basics, just basics. And I'm one that loves to get into deeper stuff, but I'm trying my best to not inundate you with a lot of information that you're not going to be able to remember anyway. So just that is enough. There's a lot more that you can do, but we're not. Let me move away from it so that I don't get into it. Yeah. Okay, so styles. Let's go to the, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask while I'm looking at the,
Like 2 semesters ago, right, the handle was like this.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
very
2 semesters
thick.
ago, before you came, the handle was really, really bigger than now, because she used like to explain a lot of things, but we realized that's a lot.
But you know why? Because I used to teach this class called MOA, Microsoft Office Application. The book was a college book for college students. And I had to teach everything because the test was on everything. So I had to teach everything. So that's what I'm used to doing. So to making it less and less is difficult for me. But over each time, each semester, I reduce what I have in the handout, or I reduce what I'm going to teach. So that this is not MOA, this is not Microsoft Office applications, this is computer basics too. So I want to keep it to that, basics. But I have to keep that on my mind constantly.
I don't know if you know, but Yolanda was my teacher, my MOE.
The-
She was my
So the way you teach that, that when she explained,
uh-huh,
it worked.
uh-huh,
MOE.
I'm like her, and last time with Janet,
mhm.
and it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Independently, and you just have to read and read and do homework and read and read. That's why we try to be independent. In this, you have to be independent. You do things by ear, because we are not gonna be with you the whole life. We are gonna be with you this semester, and then you have to be by yourself.
So when you say by yourself, I try to do my assignment. But I try I play with something, but you have to have something to keep, work with it. Yeah. You don't keep doing it, you keep forgetting.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm telling you, that you have to keep doing by yourself, keep learning by yourself. No, I think no, you have a teacher like telling you what to do step by step. Yeah, you have to learn how to learn by yourself too, because when you go to ICT, the teacher is not gonna be like Miss Yolanda, sitting there and repeating you everything and going with you and pointing every step. She's not gonna be like that. She's gonna give you the lesson and you have to do it by yourself. If you don't understand, you have to go to Google, you have to go to YouTube, you have to ask your classmates, and then if you understand, you can go to the teacher and ask.
That's what I see too.
That's what
That's how I see it.
That's life, and that's.
I'm going to apply for ICT.
Yeah, it's like I was with Yolanda.
Scary.
Yolanda was my
Yeah.
teacher in MOA, and she explained one lesson today, right? One or two lessons, depends on the time. One or two lessons, and then at the end she says, okay, homework, lesson 3, lesson 4, lesson 5, like 3 lessons. Then the next day she explained, yeah, it's like, but you have to do it by yourself.
But it was very fast,
Yeah, it was
very
fast,
fast.
not like right now that she's repeating, she's repeating.
Right, 3 days, 4 days on the same thing?
No, because MOA was one semester. Right? Yeah. Just make it like semester. But you are capable to do more than. Yeah. You have to practice and you can do it, I know. You just have to, we want to have the time to do it.
But remember, that decision comes before you apply to take the class, right? Because if you know you don't have any time,
No, but I'm saying for you to remember, you have to have time to repeat it. You can't do it one time. and do it.
oh, okay, right, yeah, exactly. Like what it says here, if you are persistent, you will get it, right? But you have to be consistent. Exactly. Exactly, yeah.
Well, like, for me, if I didn't go back, I would forget, and then it's not gonna ever learn.
Exactly,
You have to keep doing it until I-
exactly,
Same thing with typing. You don't keep typing, you lose.
exactly. That is true. I can vouch for that. My typing used to be like 25 words a minute. Right now, it's like 16 words per minute. Okay, let's move on. So just want to remind you, if you are persistent, you will get it. If you are consistent, you will keep it. That's the only way you will keep it. Also, remember that the expert in anything, any single thing, was once a beginner. So each and every one of you can become an expert. Excuse me, each and every one of you can become an expert in this.
Thank you for letting us know.
Mhm,
That was our self-esteem.
mhm. You can.
And I'm not a superhero too. When I just came to this class, when I got the job and I came here, I just have to repeat the things again and then they come to my mind because we don't have everything open. It's like a book. We close it and then when we open, we just think of it.
Yeah.
the information.
Let me tell you, when I started teaching here with the MOA, because it was a whole lot of stuff that I had to teach. And it was difficult not sitting and reading the book to students, right? You had to know all of that stuff in the book. And that was very difficult. I was a terrible teacher. I can tell you that. I know that I was terrible. Students knew that I was terrible. But because I had to do it, I was persistent in trying to figure out how to teach it. And because I did it all the time, I became more knowledgeable about the material and about how to teach it. So those two things were separate things. So I had to become confident in both of those. And now I don't even have to think about it. What I have to think about is the different ways so that every single person, because every single person learns in a different way. So I have to try to figure out all the different ways I can teach something.
I learned by doing.
So that every single person in the room feels that they are learning something.
I want to ask you, so on the teaching class, do they teach you like that procedure, like Mr. Landis saying that everybody learn differently? So do they teach you, that also? How do the student learn?
And the navigator?
Yeah.
Yeah, they teach you about what is going there, how you can find the students. They teach you, they give you a lot of information about that, but you have to do it by yourself. You're not gonna have a teacher that's gonna point you everything. You have to work on that. And they send you to a school to. And I went through this
come back to Ms. Yolanda's point about how was her process to teach. I don't know about that because when I took MOA, she was a really, and she's still doing a really good teacher because I learned a lot from her and she made me learn how to be independent because my teacher before was, I took computer basics 1, 2. And my teacher in computer basics 1 was like, it was a lot. No, my dear, you have to do it like this. No, my teacher. No, my heart. You have to do it like this. Just click here. Just click here. She was like that. She was like that. And I love her. She's a really, she's a really, she's an excellent teacher. But I used to do the things and then I like help. Like I was helping every time. And then when I go to Miss Yolanda's class, my classmates said, oh my God, why she's like that? Why she's acting like that? At the end of the semester, I said, do you see why she's like that? Because you are now independent because you work by yourself now. And that's a really good thing. Work on yourself gonna help you a lot. You know all the teachers have that needs to work with you to do it themselves. Really good.
Okay. Okay, let's move on.
Thanks to Ms. Yolanda.
So, thank you. So we are in Basics of Microsoft Word 2016. We are on page 16. Maria Esther, do you have that open?
No.
Who has it open? Okay. Okay, go ahead. The bottom of page 16, please.
When you first open a blank document, you will see all of the formatting settings on the ribbon. In order to make changes and customize the document, you must first select you must first select the characters. Or you must first select some people use the term highlight. The character first paragraph and object that you want to apply in new formatting settings to then click the command on the ribbon.
Okay, 1 second. So when we select, that is what we do when we click and drag, or when we go into the left margin and we double click. That's what you call select. A lot of people call highlight. But highlight is what happens when you select. You select and it becomes highlighted either in gray or highlighted in blue. So that's what the difference between highlight and select. You select first and then it becomes highlighted. Go ahead.
The change will occur immediately. To select the character, more paragraph, click on the beginning or end of the text, and drag the mouse across the length of the text. A gray highlight will appear to indicate that the text is selected. Selected objects will be discussed later.
Yes, please.
Several methods to select text in Word 2016. You can select the mouse, the keyboard, below are the methods.
Okay. So let me set this up side by side. Okay. So we're going to talk about selecting using the mouse. Selecting using the mouse. So we're going to go to page. Okay. Let's go to page 3. Let's go to page 3. If you had to start a new document, then just stay on that page where you are. So we're talking about selecting using the mouse. Sorry for students who were on Zoom and you didn't hear the conversation that we were having, but we were talking about learning this material and my teaching this material and the difference between this material and what I used to teach before, MOA, Microsoft Office applications. So we had a discussion about that. So sorry that you weren't part of it. We'll continue in a minute. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so selecting with the mouse. Remember, this is different. We're talking about selecting. Before, we talked about moving the insertion point, how to move the insertion point in a document. That we learned before.
Are you recording?
I think so. Yes, I'm recording. So now we are going to talk about selecting, right? Because we are used to just clicking and dragging to select or clicking in the left margin or dragging in the left margin to select. Now, these are different other ways to select using the mouse. So you can select one word. How do you select one word, class? Double click the word. So we have Microsoft Word at the top here. Let's just double click Microsoft. Whoops, no. Double, I triple click. Double, you double click. Go ahead and double click any other word. You just double click and it selects the whole word. Go ahead and double click another word. That's very easy. One last time, go ahead and double click another word. Any questions about that? Any questions? So the second way is one sentence. Remember, a sentence is different from a line. A line is just the whole line. A sentence could be part of a line, or a sentence could be more than a line, right? So to select one sentence, you press the Control key and click anywhere in the sentence. You click once, anywhere in the sentence. So let's select that first sentence below Microsoft Word, where it starts with video provides. So first click there, then press your Control key and click once there. It selected just the sentence. It did not select the line. You can see there's a period at the end. Control and click once. You got it? You have to click in the sentence first. Press control and click. Okay, so let's select the next sentence. Click anywhere in the next sentence and go ahead and select it. That one was that's a long sentence. Let's do with the next sentence now. Click away first. So click in the next sentence and go ahead and select it. There we go. One last, go to the next paragraph and select that first sentence. Click in the sentence first, then control and click. That's another long sentence. So is everyone understanding the difference between a line and a sentence? Any questions about that?
No.
Okay, so the next one line. How do you select one line? Different from selecting a sentence. So click in the selection bar, that one we learned before. Click in the selection bar to the left of the line. So let's go to the first line. Right below where it says Microsoft Word, that first line, put your mouse pointer in the left margin. Where the cursor becomes that white arrow, it is called the selection bar. Let me write that down. You can see it there, but let me write it down. Selection bar. The left margin. That's the name, selection bar. So whenever you put your mouse pointer in the left margin, wherever that cursor becomes that white arrow that points up to the right, that space is called the selection bar. So to select one line, you click in the selection bar to the left of the line. So let's say we want to select that first line in that first paragraph. We put our mouse pointer, we have to get that white arrow that's pointing up and to the right. You don't click unless you see that white arrow. So once you see the white arrow, go ahead and click. And it selects only the line, the whole line, the whole line.
Whatever is there is, just select the line.
Yolanda,
Yes,
I don't see the white arrow because yesterday we saved, so we left it at the first paragraph, we left it at the center. So I did align it to the left, but still I'm not seeing
share
the
your
white
screen,
arrow.
let's see. Okay, click in the document once. Go to the paragraph below that one. Go to the left, in the left margin. Put your mouse pointer in the left margin. In the left margin, the white space on the left. The white space on the left of the paragraph. Go to the left of the paragraph. Right there. There's the white arrow. Click it once. There. But you must put the mouse pointer in the selection bar. The selection bar is in the left margin. So that's the left margin where you have all that white space to the left of the paragraph. That's the left margin. Okay, any question? Any questions before we move on? Okay, so now selecting one paragraph. We already know how to do that. How do we do that? Selecting one paragraph. Not 3 times. No, using the mouse in the selection bar. Okay, let's go. Let's try selecting the second paragraph. Okay, let's triple click. Go ahead, triple click everyone. What does triple click do? Selects everything. Everything. Triple click selects everything in the document. Over here. No, no, right here. Not there. No. Get the arrow, the white arrow. There. Now triple click.
No.
Triple click. No, triple click. Triple click. There. Right there. That's not what I want you to do.
I double click. So.
Did you triple click? What did you do when you? You got it?
Double click.
No, triple click. That's what everyone was saying. Triple click everything. So everyone got that?
You need to select first, yeah?
Just one paragraph. No, you need to just put your mouse pointer in the selection bar. The selection bar is in the left margin. So we came down to, it's not, you don't triple click, you double click. You double click in the selection bar.
So they do the
So all
same
you
thing.
have to do is put your mouse pointer in the selection bar in the left margin. Wait until you see that white arrow and then you double click. Double click will select only that paragraph that's to the right of your arrow. Any questions? Let's try the next paragraph, the paragraph below. Go ahead and select. You don't have to click in it. As long as your mouse pointer, your cursor is in the selection bar, it's going to happen. Let's do the next paragraph. Okay, so that's,
Easier. I think it's easier.
it's easier,
That is, you have to triple click. This is only two.
right? Exactly. Another one that is not here in the handout is if you wanna, you can also select by putting your cursor in the selection bar, click and drag down, click and drag down. But of course, that's longer than double clicking,
This is easy.
right? So if it's a long paragraph, right, double clicking is much faster. So now, whole document. How do we select the whole document with the mouse? Exactly. Go to the selection bar, get your white arrow and triple click. And if you scroll up, go all the way to the first page, you see everything is selected. The whole document is selected. If you have 1,000 pages in that document, all 1,000 pages will be selected.
I didn't do it.
Let's go back to page 3. So that's the whole document. And now this one is going to be a little tricky, okay? Non-contiguous text. First, let's talk about what contiguous means. Let's talk about what contiguous means. So let's talk about contiguous. Contiguous. Let's use it the way it is used most often. The United States has 50 states, right? There are 48 states that are connected to each other. There are 2 states that are not connected to the 48, right? Alaska does not touch any of the other states. Hawaii definitely does not touch any of the other 48 states. So those 48 states are called contiguous. Right, they're all together, they touch each other, right? So which ones are the non-contiguous states?
The ones that are touching?
Hawaii and Alaska. Hawaii and Alaska are non-contiguous. So what we are going to try to do now is select, let's say, Alaska, then select Maryland, and then select Hawaii, right? They are non-contiguous. They don't touch each other. So we're selecting Alaska, Maryland, and Hawaii.
How they work together if you have no touching.
Let's see. Okay. So click in the document to remove the selection. And now we are going to select at the top where it says Microsoft Word. If you don't have that on your page, just select two words together. So let's select Microsoft Word, whichever way you like to select it. There, that's the fastest, easiest way for me. Then we are going to select in the second paragraph, where it says to make your document look professionally, we're going to select to make. But mhm.
In order to class, in order to do this class, you have to listen her first and then do it. Because if you don't listen her first, you are gonna be lost. Okay? Because you have to be careful.
Okay, so we did our first selection. That's Alaska.
So when you select the second, I select first Microsoft Word. And when I
No,
select-
right, yeah.
That's why I'm telling you,
Continue.
listen her before you do anything else.
No, she says select.
No, but she didn't finish. She's gonna about to explain you how you are gonna do.
Oh,
that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're going to select 3 different texts that are not next to each other.
Yeah. but
That's
you
what
have
we're
to
going to do.
listen to her and then bring on something. Okay, listen to her first and then.
So we already have Microsoft Word selected, or if you don't have Microsoft Word, you already have 2 words selected. Next, we're gonna select in the second paragraph to make, where you have to make your document look professional, you're gonna select to make. Or you can, if you don't have to make, you can select 2 words that are not next to Microsoft Word, or that not next to the first selection you made, right? So the first thing you have to do is put your mouse pointer where you want to select, right? Let's read this non-contiguous text. Select first block of text, press and hold the control key, then select other blocks of text. Okay, so you put your mouse pointer where on the text that you're gonna select next. You're gonna press the control key. So you need 2 hands. You're gonna, I know a lot of people like to do everything with one hand. Use 2 hands. You press the control key and you have to click and drag to select. Click to the left or to the right and then drag to select the next text. There.
Control key, but you have to press and hold.
Hold, press and hold the control key and then click and drag the next text that you want to select. You have to move it. Whether you unselected the first, where it's your. Put the mouse pointer where you want. No, don't worry. Now press control. Now select. Okay.
Yolanda, please.
1 second, hold up.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Control, hold it,
And see.
select, select.
And select.
I know, I'm going to.
No, no, no.
You have to click and drag.
Now.
Move them out.
I'm all doing it.
Don't do anything.
Thank you. You're welcome. Ajá. Ahora.
Have to hold that. Let's do it, let's mouse button. Press the left mouse button and then drag. Use the other finger to drag. No, you can't stop. You can't stop in the middle. Try it again. Can't do it again.
Ahora reví. Ahí está.
Use two fingers on your right hand.
Okay.
Keep going, don't stop. Keep stopping. Keep stop. Okay, let's try. You unselected. You can't. Select. Select or- Oh, no. Either from the left or from the right. Not in the middle. There you go.
Okay, select this one. Please.
Just move your mouse once. Don't click. Don't click. Just move the mouse pointer. Now press control. Use two fingers. Press the left mouse and then drag. There you go.
Thank you.
You click your control. Use two fingers again.
I saw.
Press the left mouse button with your thumb. Press the left mouse button with your thumb and drag.
Click and hold it and drag.
Then drag with another finger.
Drag with the feet.
No, you have to press the left mouse button and drag. That's all. That's selected. Now first, stop. You press the left mouse button and
That's why it's happening. Find it work with computers, but you can't work with that computer. No doubt.
you can stop. That's what I do.
Yeah, okay, in love, Vanessa, in love, really in love. Contra.
I hate that. And then it's more than
Oh. Neither, yeah.
Okay, you have to do it.
No, I did.
Okay.
We're gonna select this one and look at my finger. Look to my finger. Control. Click with this finger,
Thumb. And then the other.
this finger, and drag with this.
Look like a baby.
I did it. First select this one.
Yeah, behind. Oh, this technology.
Okay, now.
You go to the landing. Left margin, go in the left.
What was my figure? Now, select
Left margin.
Okay, now, three fingers.
Now. Yeah.
Okay, and back slow. Click and have three fingers. Now, please keep my. Select. There you go. Second finger. Slow with that. Everything. Slow with that.
I want Rose-Ellis, I can. Wow.
Okay, what was that? Someone was saying something?
Do I have to use two fingers?
Who was saying something? Someone was calling me on Zoom.
You have to use.
I'm okay.
You found it? You're able to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Like the way that you want.
Anyone else had a problem? Okay. So now we're going to select Hawaii. We're going to select Hawaii now. So we selected Alaska, we selected Maryland. Now we're going to select Hawaii. So let's go to the third paragraph. We're going to select the last two words in the third paragraph. So you're going to do it the same way you selected Maryland. Okay? So don't click, make sure you don't click. Just move your mouse pointer. You can move your mouse pointer without clicking. So press Control, press the left mouse button, and then drag with another finger. There we go. And you could just continue doing that.
Yeah.
Just remember not to click, because once you click, you remove the selection.
You destroyed the conjunction.
Contiguous,
Yes.
non-contiguous,
You destroyed the conjunction.
yes, the non-contiguous. Yes.
And then select to make. I'm gonna press Control. Control, okay, select again. And then Control. Let's select Microsoft Word. Because it's selected. You don't select it now.
The main thing make it work is the first highlight, the first select, the microphone. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna look at how to select using only the keyboard. This time, only the keyboard. We're not touching the mouse. Well, except to move the insertion, but you can move the insertion point with your keyboard. So let's go to the first paragraph. Let's go to the first, whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay. So one character to the right. So we want to put our insertion point to the left of the first word in the first paragraph,
So we finished with highlighting those,
the non-contiguous. Yes, we're moving on. So we are using only the keyboard now. So if we want to select just one character means one letter. We have to what? Shift plus right arrow. Well, it could be right or left, depending on where your insertion point is. So let's press the shift key and the right arrow or your left arrow, depending on where your insertion point is. That's selecting one letter. So let's say we want to select the whole word video. Press shift and press the right arrow until you select the whole word video.
You have to click for the video.
You have to press shift and press the right arrow. Press shift and press the right arrow. Press shift and press the right arrow until you select the whole word. Then you stop.
This is easy. I like this.
Now let's just use our right arrow.
Ms. Yolanda,
Yes.
can I share? Mine's not working. I press shift and the left arrow. Oh, hold on. Never mind, never mind.
Okay. No. We haven't done up arrow yet. We're just doing,
I got it. I was pressing.
no, we
the left
haven't done the
arrow.
left arrow yet. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, use your mouse pointer to click to the right of the second word, to the right of the word we just selected. So just put your mouse, the insertion point to the right of the next word. Then press shift, press the left arrow, select one letter, and continue holding shift and pressing the left arrow until you select the whole word.
I like this.
So now go ahead and click once. Go ahead and click once. Click once to remove the selection. Now we are going to select one line down. So press the shift key and press the down arrow. Okay, so that wasn't, okay. So let's put the insertion point to the left of the first line. To the left of the first line. And then press shift and the down arrow. So that selects the whole line. And let's press shift and the down arrow until we select the whole paragraph.
Oh, excuse me, Ms. Yolanda.
Yes.
I'm having problems. Can I share my screen?
I know. That's like one time you and what is wrong.
Go ahead.
Okay. See, when I go here, that
Now go down to the, don't do it there. Do it in the
do it
paragraph.
here. Okay, do it here. Okay.
Press shift and the right arrow. But you have to click to the left of the word.
Oh, okay.
Click to the left of the word. Yeah. Now shift and the right arrow.
I do it. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. Let me stop sharing. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any questions about that? One line at a time. Okay, so now we're going to go up. So click the last line in that first paragraph. click to put the insertion point to the left. Then we're gonna press shift and the up arrow. Oh, it went up. It didn't do the one where it was, okay. So press shift and the up arrow again. Okay, let's go to the second paragraph. Let's put our mouse pointer to the left of the second paragraph. Press shift and the down arrow. Press shift and the down arrow again. Press shift and the down arrow until you select the whole paragraph. Okay,
On your way, the gray space we see, the empty one now, is a part of that paragraph.
right, yeah. Okay, so let's click below that second paragraph. Put your insertion point below. You might have to, oh no, you can't. You have to, you have to put it to the left of the third paragraph because you have all that paragraph spacing. Okay, now let's press shift and the up arrow. And let's select the whole paragraph. Shift and up arrow until we select the whole paragraph. Any questions? Now, let's put our insertion point to the left of the first line in the first paragraph. We're going to select the whole line at one time rather than selecting and clicking and clicking and clicking. We're just going to select the whole line one time. So we're going to press first, look for your end key, END. Look for your END key. So now we're going to press shift and end. There, the whole line. Mhm.
So that is the same as the shift and the left arrow.
What's that?
That is the same as the shift and left arrow.
Right arrow.
Right.
But the right arrow, you have to right? So not necessarily the same. Okay, click your right arrow once. Now we're going to select, let's see if it will work if the insertion point is at the left of the second line. So let's press, we're going to go the opposite way. We're going to select from right to left. So go ahead and press shift and the home tab, shift and home. Okay, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, so use your left arrow key to put your cursor at the end of the first line. Then we can do shift and home. There we go. Okay. Place your insertion point to the end of the first line in the first paragraph. You can just press N to put your insertion point at the end of the first line in the first paragraph. Then press shift and home, shift and home. Go ahead, press the left arrow. And let's do it going the other way. How do we do it going the other way? Select the whole line from left to right. What do we do? No, the whole line at one time. Shift
Shift plus end.
and N, shift plus N. Excuse me. So now we are going to select where we are and everything else above. All the pages above or all the paragraphs above. So this one, we're going to press 3 keys. To go up, we're going to press Shift plus Control plus Home. Shift plus Control plus Home. And you see, we are now on page 1. So just scroll down and see all that it's selected. So it's selected just everything above that line and home. It selected everything above that line. So let's put our insertion point. We're back on the 3rd page. Put the insertion point to the left of Microsoft Word. Let's start from there. So this time we're going to select everything below including Microsoft Word and everything below that. So we're going to press Shift first, Shift, Control, and End, E-N-D. Shift, Control, and End. And if you scroll up, you'll see everything below is selected, but nothing above is selected. So let's click at the below the last. We're on the page 4 at the bottom of the document. So we are going to select everything above. So we are going to press Shift, Control, and what? Home. And you can see all 4 pages are selected. Let's go to the first page and click to the left of the first paragraph, or the first line in the first paragraph. Now we're going to do it the other way, the other end. So we're going to press Shift, Control, and End. And it selects everything. So let's go ahead and go back to the first page.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Actually, we can go to the second page. What's that?
What was the last one you did? I didn't know.
Shift, Control, and End.
Okay.
So the next one, let's just click in the second page. Let's click in the second page, anywhere in the second page. Now this one, it doesn't matter where the insertion point is located. It's going to select the entire document, no matter where the insertion point is. Control plus A. Control plus A. Scroll up. You can see the first page is selected. Scroll down. Second page is selected.
Control letter A.
Third page is selected. And fourth page is selected. What's that?
That's letter A.
A, the letter A. Control and the letter A.
We have different options to select.
Yes. 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 Huh? Oh, yeah. We got everything that we planned. Got everything that we planned. Oh, no, we didn't do undo and redo. Yeah. Uh-huh. So any questions?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Can I answer to the class before everybody leaves?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to tell everyone that the library is celebrating the library week this week. And that they're giving a lot of stuff, that you can use for the computer, notebooks, things like that. So that you can use, on your class. So this is the week for the library.
How do you get it?
So you just go to the library, you know, if you have a library card, you don't have to use the library card, but you use.
Which library are you talking about?
All the libraries in DC.
Oh, not the school library.
No, just.
Oh,
the
okay.
Library in DC.
Okay.
Public library. It's
Okay.
public library.
Thank you. You can.
Yeah, giving a lot of stuff, you know, for a company to use the library. If you like, have a library card, you don't have to use library card today, but, you know, they're giving a lot of stuff for just being there.
Yes, you can take movie, you can take book, you can use computer, you can bring something.
I tell you that it's humongous. You go online, you won't find everything that they have.
Yeah, you can go in person. You have to be in person.
Okay, let me
Notebook,
wait, let me say something first about the homework. On page 18, there's an activity 1 and an activity 2. So you can practice with that, okay? Okay, continue. Sorry.
Activity one.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, you can just come in and just, you know,
Just practice.
Good morning. Please listen to this very important announcement. We at the Carlos Rosario School need your help. Students, we have an important visit from Monday, April 18th through Friday, April 29th. Visitors will be visiting classes during this time. It is very important that you go to your classes in person and online every day. Now the same message in Spanish. Estudiantes, tendremos unos visitantes muy importantes para la escuela comenzando el lunes 18 de abril hasta el viernes 29 de abril. Ellos visitarán las clases durante todos estos días. Por esa razón, es muy importante que usted esté presente en su clase en persona o en línea todos los días. And now the same message in Amharic.
በዚህም ጊዜ እንደዚህ ጎብኚዎች የትምህርት ክፍሎችን ይጎበኛሉ። ስለዚህ እባክዎትን በየቀኑ በአካል ወደ ትምህርት ቤት በመምጣትና በመስመር ኦንላይን ላይ በክፍል እንዲገኙ እናሳስባለን። መቼ ነው ቀኑ? ከሰኞ ኤፕሪል 18 እስከ ዓርብ ኤፕሪል 29። እናመሰግናለን።
Very
Thank you
important.
so much. And at this time, we are dismissing classes level 5, level 4, level 1, level 5, level 4, and level 1. It is dismissal time.
So,
No, she doesn't say that. That's why I told you. Listen, you have to be present in class every day. When you have classes in Zoom, you have to be in Zoom. When you have classes,
School close next week.
yeah, the next week is Zoom. He's talking about that, not the next week, the week after that.
So we have to be in class every day. So we have to in person on the class for 2 days and then online on Zoom. So we have to. So what's 2 days? Yes. That's what I want to double check. I know you say on Zoom.
They keep that must be the first one, you will see.
Oh, but we're meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, we have that tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But next week, it's spring break. It's gonna be nice and sunny.
Okay.
And it's good to remember.
At this time, dismissal for level 3 computer basics and orientation classes. Level 3 computer basics. Remember, the student services department is in the auditorium. And you can purchase your lunch at this point as you
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Miss,
What are you talking about?
Miss Yolanda. Oh,
Dialog box, text effects,
We haven't done that.
uh,
Oh, we haven't done that.
but it was a last question in homework.
No.
I didn't understand
Which
question.
one? Which one was?
Of font group. Because homework, want group. Font group, bye-bye.
See you tomorrow. Have a good day. One,
Yes,
two, three.
this.
Thank you. The last one?
Last one.
This one, apply text
Yeah.
effect. On the home tab, remember,
Yes.
to find the command, you look, you put your mouse pointer on each of them. So you have to take your time and just look for each. Italic, underline, strike through.
This is the answer. Of
Right,
this.
right.
But I
And-
started to look for text effect. I found it in dialog box
Uh-huh.
and I see it doesn't work. I don't know how.
Yeah, we only using the ones at the top, just
Okay.
these.
Miss Yolanda, and also I want, I would like to take the IC free class next year.
Oh, okay.
And
So do you know what your ESL level is?
I have level 7.
You completed level 7, you
Yes.
passed it?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can take it.
And
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. And I confirm my DC residence when I will have gas bill. In gas bill.
So you need gas bill and something else.
Yes.
The
Gas-
payment,
gas-
you have to show
yeah.
the payment,
Yes.
but then you also have to show something else. Do you have a DC ID?
Sure.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Have a good day. Enjoy.
Miss Yolanda.
I wanna go to take.
Miss
Sure, you
Yolanda.
can try, but just remember, it's not like this.
I will be
Have a good day.
I will be scary, but we'll see.
Yeah,
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 all right.
yeah. All you have to do is just do the work. Yeah, but you can do it. Have a good day, you too. See you tomorrow.
Miss Yolanda,
Yes,
can you go over, I was a little lost. So can you go over the shift control in, the shift control home and the control plus A with me?
okay.
Can I share my screen?
Share your screen. So which,
At this time, we're dismissing level 2 and GE classes, level 2 and GD. It is dismissal time. Remember, the student services department is in the auditorium, and you can purchase your lunch at the door as you leave. Have a wonderful day.
so which ones are you talking about?
Mr. Wanda, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye, Christina. Thank you. Bye, Gilmore.
So tomorrow, I can take the Microsoft, not Microsoft, MS 10.
Oh, you want to take it tomorrow?
Yeah,
Okay,
can I do it tomorrow?
sure. Mhm.
Oh, also another question. You're going to submit the grade, you know what day so next week you're going to do that?
What?
You
You
said
mean
you
the assignment
Yes.
that you
for the
submitted?
assignment.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, because I already submitted 5
Uh-huh,
assignments for all the
uh-huh.
month of February,
Uh-huh.
but there are 2 that says, not allowed to submit.
Oh,
So, I don't know. I
okay.
can show you tomorrow.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
but then I'm going to work on the one for March.
Mm-hmm,
So that's 5 too. So,
mm-hmm.
so is that okay if I submit them by Monday?
No, don't submit. That's
Tuesday,
too
I
much.
mean, Saturday?
No, I already have all the ones from what you said, from,
I already have submitted February.
oh, February.
Yeah.
No, I can't do all of that. No, no, no,
No,
no, no, no, no. No, I told you already. That's too
Okay.
much. That's too much. I'm inundated with a whole bunch of work. No,
Okay, so what can I
Mhm.
do then? So I already
just do
submitted-
it. Do
already
it. Do it. But I'm not going through grading them.
Okay.
No.
So
I'm
what
not.
about the one that I just submitted? I submitted 5.
5, that's good. 5
Okay,
I
so
can
that was
handle.
only for February.
Okay. okay.
But then there are other 5 that are for March.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So, and then I'm gonna do the MS test tomorrow,
Okay.
okay?
Uh-huh.
So,
Just remind me.
yeah,
Okay.
so then, so if I submit the one for March, then, I just submitted, but you won't be able to grade it.
No.
Okay, then I'll do it anyway.
Okay.
So if at the end, when you submit the grade,
Mm-hmm.
so if it is below 70, then, I mean. I still
No,
have time-
if you didn't make 100, then you have to do the corrections that I say. I give you the comments and you do the corrections and you resubmit it until you get 100.
Mhm,
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
so you will give me, so that means you will have to take a look at some of the,
The ones that you already submitted, I'll do.
okay,
But don't, all of that stuff that you haven't done, no.
I'm so sorry.
That's
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
yeah, so it's only apply,
Uh-huh, I'm working with someone right now.
Okay, so sorry, let me just give you this
Uh-huh,
information. We're
uh-huh.
gonna be celebrating the memorial in Jesus Christ, I'm a Jehovah Witness.
Mhm,
And I don't know if you heard of the organization, so check it out, it's very interesting, his website.
uh-huh,
And it's a fascinating organization that is
Uh-huh.
promoting the
okay,
translation of God.
okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, go ahead, Concepcion. Which ones were you having difficulties with? Unmute your microphone.
Okay, shift control in, shift control home, and control A.
Okay, so place your insertion point any place in this on this page. Okay, there it is. I see the insertion point.
Uh-huh.
Now you're gonna press Shift, Control, and Home. Shift, Control, and Home. Now scroll down. Scroll down. So it selects everything above where the insertion point was. Have a good
Oh,
day.
Bye-bye.
Okay, there, see? So
okay.
it only selects what was above the insertion point. Now
Oh,
click,
okay.
click once. So now press Shift, Control, End, END.
Oh, just
Shift,
shift,
Control, End.
and. Uh-huh.
Now you see you're on page 6. Now scroll up,
Scroll up, okay.
scroll up. Keep going up, keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going up. And there, it only selects what's below the insertion point.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now
Mhm.
press Control Home.
Okay, control. Oh,
So it takes you to the first page, the beginning of
first
the
page.
document. You can
Oh.
also do Shift, Control, End, Shift, Control, End,
Shift, control, A,
End, END.
oh, N. Shift, control, N. Nothing.
You're not doing it correctly.
Shift, control, and the letter N.
You have to keep them pressed all at the same time.
I
Press
am.
Shift, hold it,
Uh-huh.
press Control, hold it, and then press End.
Not doing it. Not work, no. Nothing is happening.
Okay, press Control A.
Control A.
There
There,
you go. That will do the same thing.
the entire document.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, and then I have another question that I was going to ask you about one particular homework.
Yeah.
I want to show it to you.
Uh-huh.
1 second. Let me stop sharing because I have to find it.
No, you don't have to stop sharing to find it.
No?
No.
Oh, okay, hold on. I can just look for it. Okay. Go to file. Oh yeah, go to file, file explorer. Go to my which one is it? Oh yeah, this one, home tab paragraph. I can't remember if it was that one or the first one. Well, let me check. No, it's not that one. It's the other one. It's
Maybe the layout tab one?
no, it's this one. It's the
Oh,
first
okay.
one. Okay, this one. When I submitted it for number 10,
Mhm.
it doesn't show. And number 1, it doesn't show. It looks like I didn't
Number
did it.
1 shows, number 10 shows,
No, but
both
when
of
I
them show, but you didn't apply. What did you do for number 10? Show me what you did for number 10.
I think I need to, I think I made that wrong. Let me show you what I did.
That's not text effect though. Go ahead, show me what you did.
I have to remember where I went. I don't remember what I know what I did, but I just don't remember. It's font. Oh yeah, I think it's here.
No, that's increase and decrease font. No, that's clear formatting. That's not it.
Font color.
Try the blue
Oh,
A.
this.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, wait, 1 sec.
Click the,
I click.
no,
I
no,
click
we
here.
didn't do anything down there. We didn't
Oh,
do
okay. I was
anything
supposed to
down
use
there.
this.
Only the
Okay.
top ones we did.
Okay. So can I change it or I have to wait until you grade it?
I already graded it.
Oh, you already graded?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, so then I gotta just go ahead and resubmit it.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Actually, you can
Okay.
change it right now.
Oh yeah, I can change it right now. Yeah, right.
Gotta
Good.
click on it first.
Right, I gotta highlight it. I gotta select it. Okay. And just pick this one. Okay. And then I just resubmit it. I don't like that color. That's too plain. maybe. Okay, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, but it colored that number 10.
Yeah, you have to undo to get rid of
Yeah,
that.
undo.
There
There,
you go.
and then I can go in. There, it still colors it,
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
No problem with that.
but then on the first one, it looked, it didn't
Click on the
change.
first one. Click the first one.
It's done, it's
Now look in the
done.
font box. Look in the font box.
Yeah, it has.
Why you're saying that it's not done?
When I resubmitted it, it didn't look like a change.
In Schoology, you can't depend on Schoology to see whether or not you did it correctly or not. You cannot depend on Schoology because it's not going to show certain things. It's not going to show. So you
Okay,
can't depend on Schoology for that. You have to open the document and see how you did it. Can't
okay,
depend on Zoom. Zoom is good only if you have just plain text. But when you add boxes and photos and different things, it just doesn't do very good with things like that.
oh, okay. Okay, so I will go ahead and resubmit it and thank
Okay,
you. Thank you
you're
so
welcome.
much. Okay,
You're welcome.
I see you
Okay.
tomorrow. Thank
Okay,
you.
see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.